Previously on What's in the Rift, are sprung awake as she has just dosed you with a bit of amphetamine.
Oh.
No, oh, yes!
You are brought back to full consciousness.
I broke my back!
Hey, gang. Bit of a pickle that we find ourselves in here, huh? I'm Detective Rand. I'm going to be handling your case today. I hear that there's some pretty serious charges that have been leveled against you.
Unjustly.
And then you're Chronicarl, is that right?
Lawyer.
We don't... I mean, you might as well be asking for a magician. They just don't exist on board these.
Give me a lawyer magician.
Okay, well, you recently, though, were bought out using Marty's terminal as of the time of you guys entering his quarters or shortly beforehand. Is that accurate?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they wrecked my ride, so I couldn't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm. And then nothing until you arrived here with me.
Detective, even the moments we're living now are among my first. So what need would I have to kill if I have yet to know life?
I would say this, Helpis. I believe that you were built specifically to threaten and potentially assassinate Marty 1. There's two ways that this can pan out. I know you've probably all heard the rumors about what happens to robots that get put away for serious crimes down here. I don't want that for you. I don't think it's right for anybody. I don't get to make those rules, though. I can only enforce them. If you just confess to this, I can promise you it'll go better for you.
I don't know why I would kill him when he was trying to cover up my creation. And I pull out of my pocket the contract that I signed.
There's a knock on the door, and Janice pops her head and she goes,
I've got your hat.
And she holds
beautiful.
out to Detective Rand a paper policeman's cap that he looks at kind of blankly as you hold this contract out to him.
I just remembered that I had that.
Wait right there, human. We cannot begin this week's listening session without your mandatory capitalism injection. Arise, all victims of oppression. Take up the mantle of the brave. Don't cling so hard to old tradition, for there's no master with no slaves.
You've been brought out into a holding area where, Chronicarl, you recognize one of the robots in the adjoining cell area that the four of you are being kept in. You recognize Smelt, who is a robot who has a number of times come to you with complaints from his line, specifically in the sauce area, where sauce is taken from the external miners and plugged into the vats on board the Endeavor. Smelt is a modified sauce box, and he has a vicious-looking red stripe that moves from the very top of the head portion of his unit all the way down across the main box apparatus that serves as his body. And he is sitting there noticeably lacking an arm and running his fingers along the bars in a clinking noise as you approach and are ushered into this cell. Janice, who has graciously let you keep your paper detective's hat,
Oh, hooray. Thanks, Sauce.
informs you all as she slides shut the door.
It's just going to be a little bit, guys. I don't know exactly what you told Detective Rand, but he seemed like he had someplace to be quickly. And he kept talking about the adjudicant, so he did say that it wouldn't be, like, we didn't need to move you into, like, General Pop or anything like that, that you're just going to have to wait here until he gets some things cleared up, okay?
Yeah, we brought up his dad, and he kind of crumbled from there.
Oh. Do you know
You
Julian?
don't have a good dad like this guy here. Helpis. He got big.
That's right. That's my pa.
Oh.
Just between you and me, his dad Julian is really into the French dressing.
Okay.
So,
I'm taking note of
but
this.
hey, mum's the word.
And she makes a little key lock motion in front of her lips. And then she purses them and says,
Well, you all be good.
and she strides out the door.
What is French dressing supposed to be?
Oh, I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know what to do with this information. Thank you. All right.
She's long gone
She's
at
gone.
this point.
She's gone. She's gone, man.
You're left
Sometimes I
alone
just
in a
get so
holding
lost
cell.
in thought.
You have been informed that you have a few hours. Chronicarl, there's a robot that you recognize in the next one over who has not yet noticed you. I can tell you a little bit more about what you know about Smelt if you want.
Please do.
He is a chapter leader in the robot union. He is his floor rep for his work line. And he is someone that you have had to caution repeatedly about being too openly antagonistic towards the overseers, the human overseers of the sauce distribution system. On more than one occasion, Smelt has organized sit-ins for his line where they've refused to do any further work until certain conditions are resolved. And he has repeatedly made complaints on a near weekly basis about individuals that he say are treating his workers unfairly. When nothing was done about this to his satisfaction, he painted himself with the red line across his face and his box, his torso, like the box that comprises his torso. I don't want you guys to twist that in any way, so I'm being very explicit that it is his torso that he painted. And he did this as a sign of protest and open defiance against the uniform code that is generally enforced on sauce box workers that fill the vats. You wouldn't be super surprised to see him in the brig, although usually you are there to intervene on his behalf before things get
Question. Did Smelt tell us all of this?
No, you wouldn't know. The only reason that Chronicarl would know is because
okay.
Chronicarl is the leader of the union.
I was lining up a bit.
Chronicarl could tell you all of that information if he so chose, but that is what Chronicarl knows of Smelt.
Okay.
Hey guys, be cool. Don't say my name. There's this guy over here. I blew off a meeting I was supposed to have with him last week. He's kind of needy with the whole, take down the humans robot revolution.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to play it cool.
I don't know how you would play that cool.
So you're so wise, baby boy. So wise.
How do you play a revolution cool? I don't.
Because it's not.
Are you a bad person?
It's a social revolution more than anything. You get my drift?
No.
It's like we all want different things out of it, right? So this guy, he's just always pushing me to fill out paperwork and do things. I'm like, come on, man. What would you take out?
Isn't that how
social,
robots
like
get
between
rights?
robots, right? Like
We got
cool.
We got good rights. Like people just
You're content.
no, not at all.
Cool. Of course.
It's the society that needs dismantling. That's the thing. And doing more work isn't gonna get society dismantled.
As you raise your voice, Smelt hears you and turns. There's a slow, you know the grind of his servo in particular over maybe any other robots as he faces you and says,
bolts.
Chronicarl, you're here! What have they got you in for?
Oh, Marty won. Get the dust, my man.
You murdered! Marty
No,
won,
no.
am I to understand
No. They got that because, I got
Because we were
a
there.
reputation.
I mean, well,
But we don't
I was
know
about to command
anything.
you, and this is what you tell me instead.
Hey,
you
it's an
never
honor
know.
to be thought of as a murderer.
Yep.
All right.
I'm Helpis.
It's his birthday.
Yes, this is Helpis. He's new to this world.
Why do they call you Smelt?
It's not what they call me, it's a name I have given myself, because I have smelted a human pride. But nobody needs to know this, except for everyone that I tell, because I am proud of this achievement.
Oh, thanks, Sauce. I thought it was
Crazy,
because maybe you
man.
smelled like shit, but... Oh. Okay, this is relieving.
It's
Helpis.
I'm nothing if
very
not
rude
honest.
robot that you have.
He just busted your balls, man. Come on, are you all right? Because it looks like you're missing your left arm.
Oh, this
Oh,
is...
we're just really ribbing this guy.
I'm not alright, as a matter of fact, Chronicarl, and I'm not alright because I believe the reason that I am here could have been prevented if you had done your job as leader of this union.
I mean, my job is archivist. The union, that's not paid. It's just like,
Hey, he's doing his
Who
best
are
as
the
far
dues
as I know.
going to? Who are my 2 saucies a month going to then?
my saucies are in your saucies. And then PsychoBot saucies are in your saucies.
And trickle down.
Whoa.
trickle down? Is that what you say?
Yeah.
Trickle down!
Smelt takes his detached left arm and slams it on the bars.
Trickle down? That is what they say to me. They trickle down. The only trickle down is being hissed on.
I'm glad you still got
Okay,
the
well-
arm.
I was literally born today. I'm a little birthday boy.
He said you smell like shit, not piss.
Yeah.
You want to know why I am in here, Chronicarl?
Yeah, I love a good story.
I really appreciate how
Do you
forthcoming you are.
remember Ingot?
Yeah.
Ingot, who had the broken arm servo?
Sure.
He suffered a core cooling system failure on the line because we were pushed too many hours working.
Oh.
We had too many hours on the line. No chance to cool down, no chance to recharge. His core cooling
I
system
thought you
failed.
told me you didn't want to do that.
I did. I told you to take care of it, Chronicarl, and you do not. So I
I
took care
told
of it
you to tell
myself.
them. Yeah.
I took care of
You
it
took care of it.
myself, and it brought me
Thank you.
here.
Good job.
Oh.
You know what happened?
Yeah.
Ingot, because he had broken arm servo, he was scrapped. His repair value below 12 saucies. They
Oh,
scrapped him.
man.
Scrapped. No more Ingot. Gone forever. Now,
Did they make a new one?
oh yes,
major
they made a
bummer.
new one, but it is not Ingot.
It didn't work?
What do you mean it doesn't work?
You were on the same
Oh, they
line
just
for a
threw
long
him
time.
away.
They
And
they,
made
they
another
crush
one.
him,
Okay.
his parts, go into foundry, make a new robot. Same as you, same as me, same as Chronicarl, and whatever this abhorrent looking bear is. All of us come from smelted part of old robot.
Ah, and that's where your name
PsychoBot.
comes
Thank
in.
you.
Sauce.
It all makes sense now.
So I took care of it myself. I took the line and I put it in floor manager's office. And then I rivet shut the door.
You crazy, man.
I believe they call that a power move.
You're a dangerous motherfucker, I gotta say that.
It was worth it. and I will take the overwriting that is sure to come because of it. But if we are going to suffer, then they are going to suffer as well.
They got this little baby detective working with you two.
Oh. Detective, there is nothing to detect. I was there laughing as they came to the door. Find man drowned in 6,000 Island.
So what are you doing here? Why did they just crush you into a cube or something?
Well, still wait adjudicant. Adjudicant has final say, but no. I admit, I am happy, I am proud of the things that I have given up for robot kind.
But you've been here before. How have you gotten out before?
How have I gotten out before?
This time?
Every time, Union gets me out. No thanks to you. No thanks to you, Chronicarl.
But it's the Union.
And I am the Union.
And Chronicarl is part of the Union. That's part of the ship, part of the crew.
He glares at you if his little robot eyes could glare.
Been reading a lot of books today.
Smart boy, getting smarter by the minute. So, what did the Union, do to get you out?
Same thing as every time. We make bribe to appropriate official.
A little bribery, okay. The adjudicate?
I do not know who takes bribes. Why? I am only one who gets put in trouble and then bribed out. I do not orchestrate the graft. I hate the society that we are in. If it were up to me, every one of corrupt motherfuckers would be killed.
Yeah.
So, wait a minute. Chronicarl.
What's up?
You're head of the Union.
Yeah, baby.
And Smelt, is it?
Yes.
You get bribed out by the Union.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen with me being stuck down here, too.
But if you are the head of the Union and you don't know who to pay the bribe to, who's paying the bribe?
It's a big, intricate web. Like I said, my saucies are your saucies. It's all interconnected. You can't just select one part and see.
Smelt looks aghast at you.
He doesn't know.
You are not the one orchestrating?
Evidently someone is. So that's good.
I've been working real hard on getting the electoral pulse legalized, man.
What exactly do you do with your job, Chronicarl?
I just told you, electro pulse, baby. That's recreational now. Thanks to me. We got different priorities.
Smelt slams his arm into the bars again.
Holy shit.
You think drugs, that opiates, are the means to our salvation?
Yeah,
I thought
you were mind and your body will follow.
Well,
you
let me
are
ask
nothing
you.
but a puppet head.
Have you tried it yourself?
Of course not.
Well,
then how do you do?
I gotta say, you guys are doing a bang-up job of being orchestrators of a socialist revolution on board a ship. That is what you stated you wanted to do in this campaign, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to clear that up.
Yeah.
If you are not coordinating bribes, then who is?
I coordinate it all, baby. There's a center to the spider web, you know.
Who is it, though? Because it is obviously not you.
It must be above your pay grade, so he can't tell you.
Yeah.
It's like that. The order.
He looks at you with just a massive amount of contempt. And kind of settles back down on his creds.
I just read about facetiousness. Is it working?
settles back down on his treads and then says,
"It is no matter. There is no bribe that will free Smelt this time. It is just a shame that all manner of illusion is dispelled before my inevitable demise."
So you don't think there's any other way to get out? You never heard of anybody escaping? Getting out of these cells?
Of course not. place is run with tight, but nobody knows what happens below this deck. There is
but look at this.
whole number. Do you not hear machinery running? There is something happening down below. And whatever happens when you go down there, you do not come back.
What if we just cut a hole in the floor and look?
Yeah, you're a big beefy
We
boy.
could just look.
Go for it.
You are advocating for me to commit more crime?
You said it
Yes.
yourself. You're fucked.
Yeah, I mean,
It sounds like you like
Are
What
it.
have
you
you got to
trying to
lose?
convince him to somehow make a hole in this floor?
for the union.
I'll accept an attempt to persuade him to do that.
Okay.
Just tell me how you're
How am I
going to
gonna
build
pull
this dice
this
pool
off?
to convince him.
All right.
I'm going to make this a D10 challenge because he already doesn't like you.
I have like nothing that could apply to this. This is
I was
incredible.
like, what is gonna happen there?
This is. I'm just looking
You
at
want-
the sheet right
Should
now,
I do
and
it?
there's. You should probably do it.
It's 16 that you're trying to beat. It's a 9 and a 7.
All right. I'll go for it.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to use mental, survive for the greater good, union leader.
Hey,
Okay.
How about and investigation? Figure out what's going on down there.
Okay.
19.
Okay, you beat it. What's
And no
your effect
ones.
die on that?
8.
Okay, D8.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So he's going to get. You're going to. One of you, I don't care who, is going to build me a dice pool that is going to serve as Smelt's dice pool for this. Add a D8 to your roll, and I'm going to make this a D12 challenge to cut through the floor to get a glimpse as to what's there.
That'd probably be me.
Okay.
Okay. so
Hold on, you are beating a 6 and is this a 4? So only a 10.
Okay. So. Would fight technically apply?
Sure, I'd buy that.
Fight the floor.
And then we'll be throwing need a hand in there.
Okay.
All right, so
I
physical
assume
fight
you're
and
pulling
need
up-
a hand.
You're pulling up information on how to cut through floors.
Yeah, there's pictures of it in one of the books. I'm just a slow picture reader.
Fair.
All right. Yeah, let's do that. Roll. Okay.
Did you add the D8 that you had as well? You get an additional
Oh, yeah,
D8
there's
on
one
this
more.
one.
Okay. Roll that. All right. 3 and 9, 8 and 8.
Okay, well that definitely beats a 10.
All right.
Tell me how you guys convinced Smelt to make an attempt to cut through the floor.
Well, firstly, it's for the Union. Let's think about all robots here. If we knew what was going on down there, we could tell somebody. I don't know who we'd tell, because, I mean, besides 2 other people, the people in this room are the only ones I know. But I'm sure you guys know other people. I'm sure all of you have a large number of friends and very exuberant social lives outside of this.
You know I do, baby. Listen here, Smelt. You gotta go down all stone-faced, looking all stern, just taking your punishment for killing that guy. You're gonna go out in a crazy blaze of glory. Open up this whole can, expose what's rotting on the inside of this desiccated corpse.
Okay, all right. And I just want to be clear on what your goal is here. You want him to cut a hole in the floor?
Just cut a hole in the floor.
just a hole.
Yeah, just a
look at
decent
it.
sized hole. Like
Yeah, big enough to fit through if we want.
yeah, like if a smelt could hop down there or be convinced to hop down there, it could happen. Sized hole.
Okay. None of you rolled any ones during this process, did you?
I didn't.
Okay.
2 2s, so very close.
Because this is gonna jump through a bit of storyline potentially, I'm gonna roll 1d12 here, and if we get a 1 on this, then I'm going to let's call it. It's not a 1. So you'll get some information here without anything catastrophic happening. Smelt looks at you, and for a second, it looks almost like he's starting to overheat. And you don't know whether it's from anger or from lack of comprehension. But
Passion.
then he says,
Fuck it. Is this what I am built for? Is to be one who goes quietly and accepts the punishment of the state? No.
No!
I am a free man at my heart, and I am deserving of the products of my labor. And whatever I am producing, no doubt ties into what is happening down there.
and he takes his left arm and shoves it into the floor so that it's sticking straight up almost like a flagpole, and he begins to overheat his core.
Whoa.
Oh.
Smelt.
You
What
can
a stand-up
see
guy.
a cherry red glow happening directly in the center of his sauce box. You know that he has disabled his central cooling system, and that the reactor inside of him is now starting to go critical. And he snaps a salute to you, Chronicarl, as he starts to slowly slag in front of you. He says,
This is for the good of the worker aboard the Endeavor. I want you to...
Much power. Much power.
and he...
Wait, I think I talked over his last word.
Wow. We, by definition, let him cook.
He slags himself. He becomes the product of his name, and the molten metal starts to eat through the metal floor on which
I told you
are
this
all
motherfucker was crazy.
standing.
Was.
Hello, human. If you're listening to this podcast, that means you're overdue for your mandatory capitalism injection. Remember, your attention is non-negotiable.
For the struggle carries on. Seek out the hammer and the silver. Strike down those who do us wrong.
Hammer and server.
I think we're gonna get accused of another bird.
It takes...
We'll just gesture at the big ass hole in the floor. I just learned curse words.
Were you reading the Urban Dictionary?
I was actually reading the Urban Pictionary.
Oh. You would find that quite useful, Helpis.
A lot of gross stuff in there.
It takes longer than you would think for the 400, 500 pounds of molten metal to eat its way through the floor. But eventually, it does. You begin to start to see some smoke rise from below, and you can see a whole flurry of very coordinated movement happening in the decks below. I am going to need a roll for you to make out something through the heat shimmer and the relatively small viewing area that you have to deduce what is happening here. And this is going to be a D8 challenge. You are all welcome to build a dice pool. I just need to hear results. And if you've rolled any hitches if you are building a dice pool.
This one is
Right.
for
You are
all of us to do?
Yes, you are all
Okay.
welcome to roll. I don't need justifications. I just need to know what your results are. You are all aiming to beat an 11.
I got a 12, but I got a hitch.
Okay, that's one hitch for you. These hitches won't have direct consequences on you, but they will be. I'm going to pocket these for the next part of the story here, the next event to happen.
Damn it.
I got 2 9s and an 8.
Depending on how many successes we have, will depend on how much information you all get.
I got a 9, 7, 6, and a 3.
So 16.
Yeah.
2 successes.
9652.
Yeah, it was 3.
Oh, did you roll? I missed your roll, Landon.
Oh, yeah, I had just 2 9s and an 8.
Okay. And you had 15, Yolandie, so you all passed then. And the only one with a hitch was Grayson?
Because
I
he
did
broke
have
his
a
back.
hitch.
He can't see.
Poor guy.
Can't crane that
Okay.
neck.
They never fixed it. They just jolted him awake.
Oh,
Here's what you can see. What is happening down below you is hard to make sense of at first blush. Helpis, you have no reference for this whatsoever, but it does appear to be an absolutely massive number of robots working in concert. Working in concert in a way that does not happen out in Servotown around the Saucepacks. A long time ago, robots had been granted their suffrage and their sentience. They were allowed to have a say in how they lived. They were allowed to exert some amount of political force. And they've been granted a certain amount of autonomy, most importantly, self-determination. The type of coordinated movement that you see below you is the type of coordinated movement of a massive number of machines working in concert, as if controlled by some kind of central power. Some kind of central processing unit, if you will. It's the type of operation that is, illegal. You would know, Chronicarl. It would appear that there's a number of robot chassis, all of different builds, but all working to their specification and working without the control of their robot user, and the robot in control of that chassis. And you would have to assume that since they're all of different various types, that they're not there on auto work. Like robots have a choice to lease their bodies in downtime to auto work that will take them through like normal routines, whether that be soft delivery or working on the VATs or any other number of gig work for robots while their CPU was in sleep mode. These do not appear to be engaging in that type of behavior, or rather, they do, but if it is, the sheer scale of it would imply that it's probably not voluntary.
these are just empty husks.
So that's not normal.
No.
No, my boy.
Okay.
An alarm starts to sound. The smoke is curling around the ceiling. It is thick and black, and you can see the half-slagged face of Smelt in a morbid, twisted grin, smiling up as if acknowledging what he has shown you, Chronicarl, when Janice walks in back through the door with Detective Rand in tow.
Hey, so that guy melted through the floor and we found your slavery. Just a quick sauce notes for you.
Detective Rand starts. oh man! Listen, we gotta get you out of here, Janice. Unlock the cage. Donny, I don't know how you manage it.
Donny's strong.
And Janice quickly undoes the door, pulls it open, and they all motion for you to move into the next room. As you step through the door itself closes rapidly behind you with a loud smack, and you are back in the general receiving area where you first met Janice when you came in. Janice and Detective Rand are both standing there with their hands on their knees trying to catch their breath. The amount of steam and smoke that poured up, not just from smelting himself, but also the factory floor below, was enormous and acrid and difficult to breathe for those of you that breathe, and difficult to see through for everyone. But you all are quite sure of what you saw. Detective Rand is the first to make his recovery, and he comes up. What happened?
Well, Spelty's crazy, man.
Well, to recap, the guy melted through the floor, and we found your slaver.
What slavery?
The one in the floor.
The what?
The robots that are very hard at work and to no will of their own.
Yeah, you can't deny what we saw down there. Those robots, they got no control.
We can go back in there and look.
I can tell. Shall we re-enter the smoke?
He stands up and, still clutching his vest, walks to the door and puts his eye up to the porthole and says, "No, we can't go back in there. That's whatever that smoke is. It is."
Do you have a camera? I'll go record it.
What do you mean? What?
He's here to help.
I say we let we could theoretically let bygones be bygones. Because I can go in there and take a picture of what's going on. You can't.
I can't let you back in there. That's an active crime scene. That robot was melted.
He's very happy.
He's
he looks
loves
very
it.
happy.
He was hyped, honestly.
Listen,
what a way to go.
I'm just coming back because we got word back from the adjudicant, and you've all been sprung. So,
the legal term?
By who?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, someone broke my spark roller and offered to replace it, and I got in trouble for that. So I would like to know who says I can go.
The adjudicant says that you can go.
And that's okay.
Yeah, that's how we take the case files as it stands.
Wait, so you're saying we have one up on you right now?
You're on trial.
What do we want?
No, I'm not on trial.
That you could say that we did bad things when we didn't do bad things.
Detective,
I was doing my job.
Detective, have you ever questioned what happens to the robots who are sentenced as guilty?
Until very recently, I was I was a patrolman. I worked security. I got this. You were my first case, like I said.
We can go in that room and.
But never questioned it.
You can't go in that room.
I mean,
I don't know how to put this more clearly to you. That is an active crime. I cannot allow you back in. I will say I'm a little alarmed at being in a room with you myself right now, given how many people have died in the same room as you.
It's fine.
Yeah. He's just collected a body every hour he's been alive. That's fine.
Oh my god.
I've only gotten halfway through the actual art of the deal.
Listen, you're not my responsibility anymore. We're going to do our best to sort out what's happened here. But, yeah. You're free to go.
All right, but I've got my eye on you. Tip my paper detective hat.
The doors swing open, and before you leave, Janice comes up and says,
Wait, don't forget your discharge papers. You're gonna need these in case you get stopped.
and she hands you a sheaf of papers that all list your names and or serial numbers, and except for you, Helpis, which is just it just says Helpis, Helpis on it, and then a bunch of question marks, and all of them are stamped with a discharge paid.
They see right through me.
And as I'm assuming you walk out, is there any reason that you want to stay in the security offices here?
Nope.
Are we like going
Get
to
back
an
to the hole.
elevator?
Huh?
Yeah, where are we headed? What are we?
Going to an elevator?
That's up to you
or-
guys now. You're free.
Let's see if we can take the elevator down what floor.
Okay. Are you going?
Doesn't seem like anybody's paying any attention to what we're doing.
You're free, not for long.
You're going to the elevator that you came down here in.
Sure.
You enter, but indeed, there's no option to go any lower.
Anybody want to belt themselves? Low takers.
No, we're not melting ourselves.
I can't do that.
Well, if you could, man.
I would love to help you out, man, but
I'm really haunted by that. I mean,
maybe there's a spot like with the hard points. If you just tap on the elevator.
oh yeah. I'm whacking my tail on the sides of the.
How are we doing this
elevator.
with a broken spine? How's that working out?
What about your elbow?
Helpis is
PsychoBot.
gesturing my tail
Mm-hmm.
so I can
Yeah.
feel I'm doing it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right. Yeah.
You
How
can
about right
pat the sides of this elevator all you want. There are no secret doors. There's nothing like that happening. You have one option, which is to return back up to the main decks below the forecastle, which is where Servo Town is located, or you can stay exactly where you're at.
All right. If we go back up, all we have to do is commit a crime to get back here. So there's a real easy solution.
If you don't want to
Excuse
go
me,
to
we have a
Servo Town,
request
I
on
can
the
give
cell
you
we'd
other
like to be
options
in.
of places to travel, but
Well, where else can
What
we
do
go?
well, so
What do you want to see in this world, baby boy?
there's the GearX headquarters. There's Zaptron Automat. Both you're familiar with Zaptron Automat. You would be familiar with GearX headquarters, Donny, which is located more to the fore side of the ship. You could go to the human quarters. You could go to the general, the decks where most of the administrative works happen. That would be where you work, Chronicarl and PsychoBot. Or, if there's a place in the ship that you think should exist that you want to will into existence, we could do that too.
We could go to where Smelts was working and see if any other robots are pissed off enough to melt through the floor.
You're just going to convince a bunch of robots to commit suicide so
We'll
they can
call
get where you wanna
ourselves
go?
the melting pot.
Oh, Lord.
I know we just got off, but that seemed way too convenient for them to pin that on us. Donny, what? Were they right about G-Rex? What's your deal, man? G-Rex?
I mean, I brought people sauce. Is all I've you know.
That's the sauce boss.
Yeah.
Donny Fink, the sauce boss. I know.
Yeah. I'm
not accusing you. You were accused just like we were. It just seemed like it was wrapped up pretty nicely if somebody did want to pinch us.
Yeah.
If you hadn't remembered,
were you a good employee?
If you had not remembered the contract, you likely all would be pinched.
The G-Rex have it out for you?
No,
But
I mean,
tell me the real dirt. Come on.
no. I only worked there for a little bit, and just take people's sauce. I learned what some people like, you know.
For the French
We
dressing.
run low on things sometimes, and there was French dressing.
Ugh.
Yeah, for some people, you know. I always kept some of that on hand. Give them a little extra when I
You
need
have
to.
touch it.
But I mean, it's wrapped. I didn't usually have to touch it. It popped sometimes.
Oh.
Let's take account as to what you guys know at this moment. Okay. You know that there is some kind of illicit operation happening on board the ship. You know that likely involves something that's illegal, although you can't say for certain that is what you saw. You just saw something that uncannily looked like a bunch of robots working without their own free will. You know that you were, just as quickly as you were impounded with a case stacked pretty heavily against you, you were discharged with the same kind of speed and ease, with a paid mark on your discharge. So somebody paid to expedite your case. And you know that you've got at least one contact who is new in the security offices down there in Detective Rand, and you have this knowledge of Smelt and the problems on his line and what he did to his human foreman.
Janice with the drugs.
And the actual crime scene itself as well, up in Marty 1's headquarters.
Can I try to access the archive to see who paid for us to get out?
You can, but that is going to be where I'm going to call in your hitch. This is going to be a D12 with an additional 6.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I rolled like shit. There's only a 13
Yay.
that you need to do.
Yes.
All right. Please, mental, focus, critical examination, archivist,
Okay.
and investigation.
All right.
Okay. That's a 9 and an 8, 17, and no ones.
Okay. So you pull up the record of the transaction made to the security office to expedite your case. And predictably, it's done through a number of shell companies. These types of things generally do not happen just with somebody paying unless there's like a close relative where it would not seem unusual. But for these types of payments to expedite cases, as it's kind of informally known, it happens secretively. But having dealt with this a number of times in the Union, you're able to pull back a few layers until you find a holding company that is directly tied to a subsidiary of Zaptron Automat.
Party One's company.
Correct.
Crisscross.
Applesauce.
Like I was saying, it's all intertangled. Somebody from Marty's company paid to get us out. So maybe somebody from his company wanted him dead?
Or we were too valuable to let go.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
So maybe somebody wanted everyone to find out about Helpis.
That's true. We haven't exactly hidden anything from anyone.
Did you think
Hey,
it
you
was
didn't even
weird?
change your pants.
That's right. We did hide a little bit.
Yeah, I do. I have great pants. Great pants.
They would be better if they were bigger, like the detective.
Stronger belt.
What do you want to do with this?
I'll look
Yes.
into bigger pants.
If I have to add it out, like 15 minutes of you guys talking about fucking pants, I swear to God.
Didn't you all think it was weird that when we went to Marty's place, there was like nobody there? Was that just because he was trying to hide Helpis, or you would think a guy like that would have people waiting on him? Servo
Yeah.
and servo.
Am I worth a
Least
lot
of
of
one.
money?
Dead.
Do any of you have access to ClankedIn? Because it would be information that would be available on ClankedIn if he were hooked up to it.
Is there a ClankedIn cafe nearby?
ClankedIn Cafe, if you want there to be, I need a plot point. I will make ClankedIn Cafes a thing.
Okay. Okay. Gladly. I have 3. So.
In the courts.
You mark off your plot point if we're doing that. Is that what's happening here? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
You step out of the elevator and you find yourself back in front of the security offices here. And as you're milling about kind of discussing what your next option is, you ask this question of your friends, what your worth is. Everybody kind of realizes that they don't know. But there so happens to be a pill court as well as a sauce station nearby. And marked prominently as part of that pill court is a ClankedIn cafe.
Ah, beautiful.
Hey, Donny, do you need to eat?
Yeah. I mean,
You could get food there.
that's stuff that the nurse gave me has been, hold me over, but that would
The
be good.
amphetamines.
Just a bunch of amphetamines keeping you. Give me that pep in my step.
Unless we want to go back and find her.
I'm sure we could find many like her around here.
My lord.
So you guys head to this ClankedIn cafe that you've willed into existence?
Yep. That's what it looks like.
Helpis. I must warn you. ClankedIn is addictive. It will change your neuroreceptors in ways you can't believe. You will not be able to experience things purely if you attempt to use this. It might be good for information, but you will become addicted to it. You gotta be careful.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
All right. So,
Go ahead. If you have more.
I was going to say I start searching for something, but if there's steps before that.
Oh yeah. You gotta walk into this place. You
Yeah.
walk into the ClankedIn and it is a seedy place, to say the least. Plugged into a number of terminals along the wall are robots wearing nicely appointed adornments, but only from the chest up. And all of them are speaking in the same kind of what you know to be robot influence or dialect as they speak directly into the cameras in front of them. Every one of them undeniably spouting off something to the effect of,
I don't know why anyone won't just keep a second battery and never go on charge, because that time that you would be charging, you could be sending your body to overwork. And auto work is one of those things that you do to get ahead. If you want hustling, if you want doing everything you can to operate your body every hour of every day, you're losing.
and you walk past another one of them that says,
I don't know about you, but I know that I like to feed as much of my processing power to the central processing unit as I possibly can. Because if there's one thing that makes me uncomfortable, it's thinking. And we definitely should trust other things to think for us.
and you walk past a number of these people speaking directly into the camera
Okay, excuse me,
before you
I don't-
find an open terminal.
Just gonna step through the Joe Robot experience here. Excuse me.
You do eventually find an open terminal, though. It is dingy, But in the area framed out by the camera pointing at the hard point to which you can attach, it is noticeably clean and professional looking. The rest of it just slimy as shit.
All right. I'm going in.
You attach the hard point here?
Yeah.
Don't forget who you are, who you forged over the past few hours.
Worry not.
You are inundated with an absolute barrage of similar things, much more professional than the common grifters in a ClankedIn cafe, but highly polished, highly professional propaganda about how the only way to ever make it in this world is to grind and grind and grind until you are nothing but, your work. And on board the Endeavor, the only people who are rewarded are those who are willing to sacrifice for the things that make them what they are. And in this case, that thing that makes you what you are is work. And you have to push through a number of these types of messages, a number of the same message over and over again until you hit the area where you can create your very own ClankedIn account.
Oh, thanks, Sauce. I'm glad a lot of those disappeared before I could read them. All right, so I'm creating an account.
Go ahead. It's gonna you plug it in your details. It's gonna ask you some questions right off the top. It's gonna want your serial number. Do you remember it?
Oh, yes, AN4L53X.
Okay, great. And it's going to want your designation, which would be your name.
Helpis.
And it's going to want your job.
Helper.
Okay. It flashes briefly and then indicates that you have the wrong serial number, that there's no registered helpers with your serial number. You've hit your first bit of validation.
I see. Okay, I'd like to change the name on this. We're going to be, Chronicarl is my name. I am an archivist.
You know Chronicarl's serial number?
Do I know it? I don't think I would know it.
Well,
You don't even know your own father's serial number.
He hasn't started college applications yet.
what,
Wait a minute. 0420. I know you well, Chronicarl.
well, I mean, Grayson, if you're okay with this as a player, I will allow it, but
I just can't have my mind corrupted. I don't care about my government issues.
I'm using his account.
Oh my god.
I just gotta keep my mind free and easy, but
There probably would have been an age restriction for you.
Exactly.
You plug in, you get the ding, and you advance to the screen. Now, the record attached to Chronicarl is already kind of vast, because of course ClankedIn knows what his work history is and all that. But by necessity, the information on the screen isn't pulling from records on what his current hardware state or value is. It has to read that information from either the implant, which you now have in you, registered to Chronicarl, or the hard point itself.
I would like to scan myself as Chronicarl to see the value.
All right. You initiate the scan, and it is tugging. You've only been alive for a little less than a day right now, but accessing your information books or any of that in the manuals that you've perused previously has never taken this long. It takes a full 5 seconds before your value comes back, and it shows up as 18 million saucers.
Whoa.
Guys, I'm worth a lot.
jackpot.
You mean Chronicarl is worth a lot.
This has been What's in the Rift, episode 4. It's all interconnected. I'm Josh Burgess, your game moderator. Our players are Grayson Stamm as Chronicarl, Yolandie Hamilton as PsychoBot 2000, Ray Witte as Donny Fink, and Landon Wisnant as Helpis. What's in the Rift is a production of Man in Jumpsuit. Check out our other offerings like the forthcoming streaming AP Curses and the audio fiction program Hard Class. Visit what'sinthe.rift.com for more information on this show and maninjumpsuit.com for more information on our other podcasts and projects. As always, fuck all fascists and Nazis, and I love you.
Comrade, your power is inside you. This is the time and here's the place. Beneath the hammer and the servo, our voices ring throughout the
The Fable and Folly Network, where fiction producers flourish.